welcome to the show.
This guy got a mistletoe belt on.
Gosh, that is bad.
The whole plane smells like weed.
Those were the days. It's a joke, you idiot.
Looked in the mirror, I'm like,
Good old innocent fun. Welcome back, everybody, to Troublemakers, the podcast where each week we bring on a guest and they tell crazy stories about their lives. I'm your host, Dylan Krasinski, coming to you from a beautiful fall day. September now? September, so we say that's fall, right?
yeah.
September in Astoria, Queens. And it is gorgeous here, okay? You can smell, dude, I love that. You smell the football. You smell that fall. Things are changing. Football is 3 days away. If you're listening today, it's tomorrow. NFL season starts, baby. I just woke up in such a good mood today. Anyway, we're getting into it. Ray is out of town. He's on the road right now. And so filling in for him is one of fan favorite guests, dude.
Yeah.
Fan favorite on the pod, Dominic Leonelli, everybody.
Get them ready for you. How you doing?
Look at you, dude.
Yeah,
I was just
substitute.
watching Top Gun Maverick last night, dude. You look like Tom Cruise
Yeah,
with those glasses on.
I could land it upside down.
You think?
Yeah, I'm the substitute. I'm the fill-in. It feels good. It's like I'm filling in for like Letterman. Remember when they'd have people fill in? They'd be like, "Oh, he's gonna be the next Letterman."
Yeah, come on, sit on the couch, baby.
Yeah, I made it to the couch, man. Let me tell you something. You know, one thing about my grandmother, she said I'm ugly. Huh? Hey, but
Dude, who was that? The Rodney did? A little Rodney?
Yeah, little Rodney. That's a little Domney.
Domney, dude.
Yeah, Domney.
Dominique's. Have you ever
Yeah.
been to that bar in Astoria?
No.
Oh, it's good. Our buddy, former guest on the pod, Adam Gully, calls that area the triangle, the Bermuda Triangle. It's like Dominique's and two other bars. Great spots. I've gotten very drunk at those bars. Last time I was there, I got so drunk, dude, day drunk, and we did karaoke around the corner. Whoo, man. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, but I almost got into a fight with a guy. I'm not a fighter, dude. What am I doing? Ray was there. Ray was like, he showed up sober, and he was like, "What is Dylan trying to fight a guy at karaoke?" Turned around, me and the guy are hugging each other. Like 10 minutes
man.
later.
Was he hammered too?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What did you say to make things better? You remember?
No. Dude, it was. I got so mad because the kid's singing karaoke with our buddy Adam on his birthday, and they're singing Creed, and I'm like, I fucking love this song. The kid's singing it, sitting down in a chair. I'm like, he's sitting down. He doesn't even want to be here. So I went over to him, like, hey, excuse me. He's like, what's up? And I just took the mic from him.
Wow,
Rude.
dickhead move. What were you sipping on? A little bit of the dark?
Yeah,
Some
dude.
whiskey?
A little
yeah.
bit.
Oh,
Out of the
yeah.
dark.
Come on, that'll do it. I'm taking that mic. Whiskey. Bro, that's how the whiskey back in the day, people would go outside and try to shoot each other. Few drinks.
Cowboys, dude.
Yeah. I know, I'm a whiskey man myself, man. Yeah, you can't be taking the mic karaoke.
Oh, dude, the kid kicked me. He kicked me in the stomach, and I was like very lightly.
Yeah.
So then I like pushed him back into the chair, and we were like squabbling. And then Ray came over and he was like, "What are you doing, dude? What are you
Right.
trying to fight a kid at karaoke with Creed playing in the background? What's going on?" And so then he walks away,
man.
and I guess I kept telling the kid, I was like, "Let's go outside. Let's bring it outside."
Wow.
And the kid
I'm
goes,
ashamed to know you.
the kid goes, "Let me finish the song, and then we'll go outside."
Oh, man.
Song ends, I guess, and then Ray said he walked back to the table, turned around, and me and the kid are just like arm around each other, walking to the bar. We bought each other drinks.
Right.
And it's just,
Sharing a pint.
yeah.
Do you remember what Creed song?
What's a Creed song?
How'd it go?
You remind me of what I really am.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's in
tell
there.
me, is that not the truest song for that moment?
Got a little whiskey in your veins, you know?
Remind me of what I really am.
You remind me of what I really
You're hitting
am.
it. That's the whiskey, man. That's the
Not like you, just say sorry.
right.
I'm ready to go, dude.
And then you're apologizing.
Yeah, we were just, fast friends. Follow each other on Instagram now.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I get to drink and same thing happens. It's not really me. I don't know what it is, but you can't,
That's the famous last words of an alcoholic.
can't be out there fist fighting people during karaoke.
No, dude, I haven't gotten into I'm not a big fighter. I mean, I feel like as comedians, right? We try to avoid altercations, usually with our mouths.
Yeah, but it happens. I mean, in this world, so many people are sensitive. Like you never had it out with a comedian. Sometimes for no reason, just because people are so sensitive.
Yeah.
You know, you might say one thing, like, you know, and then next thing you know, somebody hates you. There was a comedian. Me and him are so cool now. Have you had Keith Chase on the pod?
No, we never have.
Man.
Yeah,
He's a funny comic, man. Either way, I don't know. When I shook his hand a couple of times, you know, I don't mean to be a dickhead, but sometimes, you know, I might, you know, either way, his hand was wet and I busted his balls about it a couple of times. I think this dude hated my guts for a little bit over it. And I probably rightfully deserved it, you know.
Okay.
I learned, you know, not to bust so many people's balls. If you don't know them, that's a good rule of thumb. Don't bust somebody's balls.
That's big. You don't know, especially in comedy, you don't know where people are coming from,
Right. Oh,
who's
my
been
God.
to prison.
Are you kidding me? Jamaica, Queens, 4 buses, right?
Yeah.
Sleeping by the airport, just all morning.
Dude, that is wild, though, that someone would shake your hand wet. What a wild situation for you, too. I mean, I
Yeah.
think you're totally in the right for being like, what are you shaking? What, you shaking my hand with a wet hand, dude?
Yeah.
That's rude.
Maybe just sat down to drink, but yeah. You get a wet one. Now I'm getting used to it. You know, working on these cruise ships, you just get used to it. People are hammered, drunk. They're not putting their thought. But somebody grabbed my face. She's like, you look like my ex-husband. She's just squeezing my face.
Wow.
Yep, and she's like, all my teeth are real, for real. Like, and I was just like, how many times did this girl have her hands in her mouth? Now she's touching my face. She keeps showing me no cavities. And she's
gross,
like,
dude.
just hooking her jaw. Look at that.
Dude, I feel like you do a lot of the cruise ships, right?
Yeah.
You're doing it. Pretty sweet gig for a comedian. It's kind of like
fun, kind of.
it's a sought after position. It's very cool.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, you know, for our listeners who are not in the comedy world,
That enjoy Golden Corral buffet.
people dressing up in their tuxes to go eat chicken parmesan.
Tuxes with glamour and glitter on them. You know, you're a cruise ship guy.
There's a specific type of clientele that hits the cruise ships.
Used car salesman.
Yeah,
That's people that sell phones for a living.
Have you had any interesting interactions with people?
Yeah, and honestly, it's great for families, I think. Like, it's a cool family vacation.
Okay.
It's fun all around. Yeah, you know, I had this thing where we go on these excursions. It's like, you know, you're on the ship. It's a lot about reviews, too, when you're on the ship. So they have, like, guests start to like you a lot. Hey, come to dinner with us, and they'll take you out.
Really?
Yeah, but it's fun. You get to meet a lot of people. And somebody got me an excursion. They were like, yeah, can you take it with us? Because I guess their daughter wasn't feeling well, so I took the spot. And it's the first excursion I did. Dude, it's crazy. Like, they're all about lawsuits and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And what
was the excursion?
It was 3 things. It was... the first one was, and first, I can't even swim. I should mention that, okay?
Did you strike me as a guy who couldn't swim?
Yeah, I can swim enough if my feet can touch. And, like, if you're talking real quick in, like, a deep pool, I could swim. Like, you know, when you go to water slides or something, you know, it'd be a 10-foot drops. I could swim the 10 feet to the edge. I figured, I could swim enough. Wasn't considering, you know, the Atlantic, you know. It's so different than a water slide. So, yeah, the excursion is scuba diving, which is really cool. It's like if you don't have a scuba diving license, you could go, you're only going like 30 feet or 40 feet down, and you get to kind of do it. There's one oxygen tank. You share it. You go down, you know. So that was cool. And then the other one's watching sharks, man.
In the water?
In the water. They're below you. They feed the sharks. They put like salmon inside a
Chum.
cage. Yeah, chum. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's chum. Sounds a little too close to the other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you went fishing recently. You got one.
Dude, we went this weekend. A couple comics. Labor Day weekend. Shout out Rockaway Fishing Charters. Captain Tom, if you go, tell him, hey, Troublemakers sent you. The comedians who were on the boat. He kept saying, you know, I thought comedians on the boat, you guys would be busting each other's balls a little more. I was like, dude, it's 7:30 in the morning. None of us are ever awake at this time. But it was great, man. You go out 4 hours. We didn't keep any fish. We didn't catch anything we could keep.
You
But
had a big one in the thing.
dude, we caught a ton of like the sand sharks, and then you hold them. Dude, I held one, took a picture with it. They are so fucking strong
Bro, take your pinky off.
for like, well, they don't have teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't have teeth, but they're little like sand sharks.
Is that why they don't let people keep them? They can't defend themselves.
Yeah, these people, no teeth, people putting their dicks in their mouths or something.
Just holding it. Look at me, shark.
Dude, they're some big ass fish though. It's always, he was telling us, he's like, yesterday we were catching some real big ones, like, 4-foot sharks and shit.
Yeah, the day you weren't there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Ours were,
By the way, it's $60. Yeah, pay the 60 now.
Dude, it was more than that. It was $150, 6 people on the boat.
$150 a piece?
That's not
Where,
bad.
in Brooklyn?
In Rockaway, yeah.
Wow.
Rockaway fishing charters.
That's why all those people stopped dealing coke. Now that they went public with it.
Yeah. But it was a blast, man. It was so fun. We're
Yeah,
gonna do it
that's what's
again.
Bring me
if
next
you want to
time,
come,
man.
dude.
We'll make it a little thing.
Gonna try to put a group together.
I would do it. Did you get in the water?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to.
Damn, they wouldn't let you jump in.
It was one of those things. I said like, I would love to go in there. I was like, we'll probably jump in the water at some point. We're on a boat.
They had us, we went in the water, deep water. There was a rope on the back of the thing. And they're all like, the dude's like, okay, watch your step. You don't slip so you don't get hurt, everything.
Yeah.
And he goes, now get in that water with them sharks. I'm just like, I didn't know they were really in the water like that, And we went in, and somebody's kids are all jumping on me. I'm on the rope. I'm going under, dude. I was legit pushing kids down. You wouldn't believe the anger in this father. And I'm like, dude, well, they were your kids. And the dude looked like, they thought I was their dad. The dude looked like me. So they were all jumping on me. And I was legit pushing them down. Like, watch what you're doing. I'm pulling them up. The dude saved me.
Sharks are coming. You're like, get the fuck away.
Bro, you want to know how you really are? Almost drowned in front of sharks and the real you's coming out, dude. Like, I'm not a hero. I'm in no cases. I was literally climbing over people. And then I had to ride the boat with these people back. And the whole time they're just looking at me and everybody, well, what happened? So what went wrong? Because they ask everybody, can you swim? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. Are you sure? I said, yeah, man, I'm good. And as soon as some water got my snorkel, I was done. I'm coughing the water. I'm pushing kids down, like legit pushing them, climbing over people.
They're like, what went wrong? Well, I lied. I cannot
Right.
swim.
I was like, yeah, well, your kids tried jumping on me. People were just looking at me.
You're just going back on the boat. That family goes back to their cabin on the cruise ship. They're like, that's the last time we invite a comedian from the ship to hang out with us.
45-minute ride.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Dude, yeah, cruise ship clientele, they give me the vibe of like, it's a lot of, gas station coffee, scratch lotto tickets.
I could see that. Or those real big mugs. Yeah, they got the coffee they make at home, but it's about 3 gallons worth.
Yeah, that's 7-Eleven,
Yeah.
ultra big.
They just keep redoing the mug. Got their cigarette. A lot of cigarette smokers. Casino players, really.
Because they got casinos on the boat.
Yeah, you'd like it out there.
I do love a casino, dude.
Oh, dude, you'd be hooked. And they let you cruise for free. You gamble, it's about how much time you go. You can impress a girl, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I quit. I don't bring girls. Girls are always like, because they'll let you cruise for free. They'll give you 2 tickets, a bottle of champagne.
Really?
You start gambling, yeah.
It's pretty nice.
I don't know what the rules are.
You got to spend a lot.
Yeah, well, certain casinos, though, too, but I know people win. I was on with a dude, and he won, I want to get the number right. I want to say he won $225,000 on an extremely rare hand of blackjack. It was blackjack, but just something really rare. But he spent it all on the boat that night. He's just a big-time gambler. In 3-4 days or whatever, ran through the $200K.
That's tough, dude. Hey, you could buy a house.
But I see people win. People hit jackpots, so people win on the cruises. But, some some casinos are different. I'm always skeptical on a cruise ship because I'm like, we're out here in the middle of the ocean. Nobody's inspecting shit.
No. I was just saying that because I have been fortunate at casinos where I don't go a ton, but like every time I go, I seem to be up and down. I never lose too much money. I just went a couple weeks ago with some college buddies. First night I was up $400. which was great. And then the next day I lost that whole 400
Right.
plus like another 2, which is fine because like I anticipated on losing like $200 to $300 to have some fun,
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
having
you go.
fun. But I go to I've been to Aruba a couple times, and I never win at those casinos. I only lost. And Ray was like, "Yeah, dude, it's another country. They are, I'm sure, completely rigged, like
Guaranteed.
rigged to have
There's
you
no
lose."
rules.
Yeah,
They got the little casinos in Aruba too. They got the little side ones. Maybe you can get lucky, but I don't trust none of that.
I've never won any money in Aruba.
Yeah, I know. They got the real huge one. Yeah, I feel like how about how fast those lizards run across the ground in Aruba, dude? That blows my mind.
Those little
Like hovering above ground, geckos or whatever.
dude, they like fly. They like
In Vegas, I got lucky a little in Vegas. At the Atlantis, my buddy got lucky, man. I had this friend. He's like, "Hey, man, we cannot gamble when we go." And I'm like, "All right, I get it." And the guy goes, "Okay, and here's your keys. And if you want to gamble, feel free to do it." And this dude's like, "Oh, I wish they didn't say that." And I'm like, "Nah, dude, we can gamble." He's like, "I don't think it was us." So I go and ask the guy, "Because comedians gamble here?" He goes,
you
"Yeah."
doing out there doing a show.
Yeah, I did the comedy thing out there.
Nice.
It was all right. It was hit or miss. It's like it wasn't real comedy crowds. It was almost similar to like people just walking in. But the tickets were $60 a pop, I found out.
That's crazy.
Right?
I wonder if they're giving out a lot of comps.
That's a good question.
People
yeah.
losing tickets, they're like, we got a comedy show you can go see.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And the comedy show was not ran. Like, I feel like it wasn't ran properly at all. They had the girls, they didn't want to be there. They're opening up a trash bag in the middle of the show. The fire alarm goes off. I go find the host. She's buying hot Cheetos. I'm like, dude, I was like, and I told everybody, the host was I said, the fire alarm. She's like, "I'm getting hot Cheetos for real." And I'm like, the guy's on stage. So I yell from the back. I said, "I don't know how to shut off. The host is getting hot Cheetos." And she got mad. She comes walking in. "Why you got to tell everybody I'm getting hot Cheetos?" I'm like, "You were getting hot Cheetos."
Dude, well, those are set up not to be, unless you go to a real legit like theater show in Vegas. Any type of entertainment that's happening in a casino is just there to give people a break from gambling.
Right.
That's really it. It's there to like keep them in the casino, but like they lose all their money. They go watch a show for an hour, have some drinks, and then they hit the casino again.
Yeah.
Like they don't, it's almost like intentionally bad. They want you to be like, "Hey, come see this show." That's intentionally bad, to be like, "Fuck, I gotta get back on the floor, start
And
gambling again."
You could tell it's like they don't even want people there either. So this one wasn't owned by the casino. This one was like a guy was running it. He hit the casino up. "Let me put a little comedy room in there.
That's pretty good.
I'll do it cheap. I'll send you some guys," right? You know how these
Never,
fucking
dude.
people are.
I hate when people will run it. I'll
Dude.
do it cheap.
The microphone's just dangling and hanging. Dude, the whole place, there's a rug. There's a light bulb that it kept flickering.
Any stage?
Yeah, there was a little, like, it was those things you put together. Two
little
little things
platform.
put together, yeah.
That's not, yeah.
No rug on it. And people were there. They had the drinks, whatever. And either way, I told my buddy, I go, "Hey, man, we're gambling." Saying, I didn't know this. He was like a professional blackjack player back in the day.
Really?
So he had a problem gambling. So he's like, "I wish we never knew." Dude, so we're just there messing around. Next thing I know, this dude's up like $4,500 out of nowhere. And he's betting like $1,000 a hand. I'm at the table. I see, dude, he's got that look in his eye. You know, that they call it seat glue. He didn't even want to hear it. And he was in the zone, dude. And I go back. He's yelling at the guy on the end, like, because it's like, "Don't play that card." He's telling people,
Yeah.
"If you don't take a hit, I'll buy your hand right now." And he's like throwing down 100. He's like, "Hit me, double down." Next thing I know, the dude's up 10 grand, dude. It's been like 5 hours.
damn.
He's like, "I got to quit. I got to walk away." Dude, he drops a $500 chip, goes back, wins another like 4 grand just trying to get his 500 back.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. I'm like, dude, he goes, "Yeah, I used to play." He goes, "I knew this was going to happen." And I'll tell you exactly what happened. It all started because I had like $6 left on a ticket. I put a 20 in. I bought a ticket. The slot machine gives you a ticket back that you can gamble with.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "I'm not gambling. I can't do it. I don't have luck with it." And I just go, well, here, man, I'm done if you want to use this ticket. I put the devil hooks in them, right? $6 ticket.
Yeah.
Dude comes back. I won $900.
Stop, dude.
Yep. Truth. And I'm like, dude, at first I'm like, can I get my $450? But the next day I'm like, hey, man, I seen you won all that money. Can you teach me how to play blackjack? He goes, yeah, man, I'll teach you. You know, it'd be cool. Let's go down around 2 o'clock. It'll be slow. We'll do a cheap table, $25 a hand table.
That's the best way to learn.
I go, cool.
25's a lot for you got to go like 10, 15.
Oh, this is the
That's
minimum.
a nice way to learn.
Atlantis just
Yeah.
had 25 was the minimum. Yeah. So we go in, boom, we're there. The dealer's kind of a dickhead, and the dealer's like, you know, he's like, I'm teaching my buddy. The dealer's like, there's a class at 3 o'clock where you can learn that. So then my buddy's
Shut
like,
up,
no,
dude.
man. He goes, look, I'm hanging with him. If you don't mind, I'm just going to show him some stuff. So we're playing. I said 300 because you got to play what you're happy to lose with.
Yeah, exactly.
And 300, I can walk away from that. Like, I was prepared to lose that and just learn a lesson.
Yeah. And a lot of the times when you play, if you play certain games, like you play craps, you can play for an hour and a half.
Right.
And like then leave even, you know?
And that's if you're playing.
You win some, you lose some, up and down. You have a good time. It's like an hour of entertainment, you know?
And that's if you're playing like you don't have any mental disorders or psychological addiction. I was playing like that. I'm 25 a hand. I'm doing good. He goes, no, listen to me. You got to go 150 a hand right now. I lose it, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm down to 150 or whatever. I'm starting to win with 25. He goes, trust me, I'll pay you back. Don't worry about it. He goes and gets some chips.
Oh, my God.
I'm down another 150. He goes, you got to bet aggressive here. Here's 300. Dude, I'm down 300. Like, I'm a bad luck charm. So now I'm out of all my money and his. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going another 150. You can't lose all time, right?
Oh, my God.
And I lose that 150, lose another about 200 from him. And then I go, look, man, let's just take a break. He's all angry. We lost. I take him they got Wendy's trucks out in the Bahamas. They got little pickup truck says Wendy's, got a black girl on it. And dude, it's in the Bahamas.
Yeah,
And
that's just a girl named Wendy who's
Right.
like making burgers in the back of her truck.
And so we go eat some Wendy's, man, you know, like $57 for two little.
Oh, my God.
And then he's like, man, even the fucking Wendy's dealer hustled me, right? So this dude's like just losing. He just feels like I was like, look, let's just relax. We go back to the room. Let's take a nap. And I'm chilling. I'm just about to fall out. He knocks on my door. He goes, I lost it all, man. Everything. Lost all my money.
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
what do you mean? He's like, even what I brought, everything's gone. He goes, I gave it back to him. I'm like, damn, dude.
Even the
are
pay
you
from the
fucking
show,
for
it's
real?
gone, dude.
Gone.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's tough.
And I was buying the dude's food the rest of the trip and everything. Dude was up all that money till then. We weren't eating Wendy's after that. I said, yeah, man, listen, we're going to go get something called a croissant.
He's going on the bread line, dude.
Yep.
At that point. Dude, that's I have a buddy who's like that, who gambles. My buddy Justin, he can just, dude, I've seen him up $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I've seen him down like 2,000, and he just keeps feeding it. And that's what it gets you in trouble, because I've seen him be down $2,000 and turn it around. He goes, you just got to keep putting money on it. You just got to keep playing. You know,
Some
can't
people
lose.
think that.
Can't lose forever. And I'm like, yeah, dude, there's a bunch of unemployed homeless people on the streets in Vegas who had that same mentality. And now they're homeless. They flew out here. They're not even from Vegas. They flew out here, can't afford a flight back. You know, now they're just sitting.
Yeah, some people think there's no strategy. I know a guy owns a restaurant. He's from Hong Kong, and he does the sports betting. I don't know, Vandor, all these.
Yeah,
And I don't watch any sports. He's showing me all the time. And I just go, so what made you pick them? He's like, look, I pick. He's showing me. I'm like, what made you pick them? And he goes, just rolling the dice. I'm like, what do you mean?
Jesus,
He
dude.
thinks it's rolling dice
Oh, my
with sports
God.
gambling. Dude, I see it's all losses. He's showing me, dude, some hits for like 6,500, like 1,300 on the regular, a couple times a day. I'm like, these restaurants in New York are definitely getting business.
Yeah, dude. I love sports betting, dude. You're not a big sports guy.
I'm not, man. I told you I had bad luck with sports, man. Growing up, man, sports was always violence in my household. Like my uncle would fight my Aunt Ange and sometimes really fight her hard.
What?
Over like the Steelers losing.
Like
football, it'd be a hard fist fight. And me and my brother, we didn't care about football because of that. But I'll tell you, we used to really root for them fucking
Like,
We used to.
I hope the Steelers win. Otherwise, Aunt Ange is going to have a black
remember
eye.
being pacing back and forth like they're going for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, my God.
Crying. People think we had money on the game. Me and my brother, like, no, we just, like, because it was for real.
Yeah.
I thought when you watch, first time I went to my buddies, I watched the Dallas Cowboys, I socked them as hard as I could. I just thought that's what you do. Like, that's all I knew about football. I was like, you got to fight. You watch the game, then you fight.
It's insane. That is insane, dude. Oh, my God. That is that's horrible. Dude, your uncle's just like, this is how you do it. This is what happens, you know? This fucking Ben Roethlisberger throws an interception. Your aunt is going to be in the hospital.
The nearest woman.
That is so fucking crazy.
Now, she used to get him back, too. I mean, he'd show up broken arm. They were in love. They were that, you know.
They sound like they were in love.
They used to be that type of couple, man. You know, some couples like that. I was in a relationship with a couple girls that were toxic. I mean, after I learned from the first one, I realized there's no point in sticking around. I always try to fix it. Like, you meet a girl.
Yeah, I could see that with you.
You know?
You know, Dom, that's something I've learned about you. You'll come and you'll be like, I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, yeah, how'd you meet? Times Square.
Yeah. She opens doors in front of 7-Eleven. I said,
I got a girlfriend. What does she do? It doesn't matter.
she bites her nails a lot.
She makes a lot of cash somehow. I don't really know.
Dude, I always do. I'm always trying to save you. Maybe it's my own insecurity. Who knows what it is? I got some reason. Well, not anymore. When a girl gets toxic, she starts throwing punches. I'm out. I'm not even trying to save it. I'm like, look, I don't got time for this.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I've had one like that.
Just girl hit you?
Straight out punches. A lot of Italian women.
Beating you up, dude.
I'd say Italians don't get credit for how much domestic violence they cause. People don't really, they always talk about everybody else. They don't bring up the Italians.
No. Yeah, but it's true, dude. A lot of, you got manicotti on the table, it makes you want to fight. All those carbs.
Yeah, Irish and Italian.
Yeah.
Got your uncle, he's over, you got to have Thanksgiving at his house because he's on house arrest. Got the ankle bracelet on, got the cops. You're doing the prayer, the cops are checking in. Where are you at?
Hey, probation officer, just stopping in.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm with the family. Well, I thank God for having Jimmy out with us this summer.
Dude,
yeah.
That is, I know when you've talked about growing up in Ohio, type ladies that you would get into relationships with, kind of some tough broads over there, some toxic relationships.
Yeah, I didn't really have any too physical, I didn't have anything like where it was bad like that. Honestly, it was the same thing. I've dated girls to where I'd be like, oh, a girl told me, oh, I'm homeless, for real. I went to school with her. I'm like, oh, you could sleep on my futon, And then she realized it's also my bed. She's like, oh, I thought these were two separate pieces of furniture. I'm like, oh, no, just one piece. That's the cool thing. You can fold it down.
Now we're in a relationship.
Yeah. Her son's running around.
Oh, my God, dude. Homeless with a son, and you're just like, I'll save you. Come on in.
She was telling me her and her boyfriend broke up. He hit her with a golf club, knocked her tooth out. I just started talking to her. I'm like, oh, what's new? And then I seen her. She's like, oh, a lot since yesterday. And then I see what happened. I was like, damn. She like two of them were broke. One was gone. I was like, you got to leave him. And the dude was on heroin. I'm like, you got to break up with this dude. What are you doing? She's like, he's the son of my father, whatever it is.
He's his
she
brother?
was all doped out. I'm smacking her.
Is the son of my father. That's illegal, I think.
He's a good man. I stayed with her. I didn't even know she was dope. She was saying she's tired from a diet. Banging fucking dope. And then, the one day I find a Magnum
condom.
She's on
keto, dude. No.
Yeah. I'm like, this definitely ain't mine, I told her. And she's like, oh, that's from before. And there's a dude knocks on the door. She's like, oh, don't answer it. That's my ex. He's crazy. And the dude's like, hey, he's like, he tells me, I bet you there's a Magnum condom wrapper in there. I'm like, damn, I knew she was cheating.
Wow.
He's like, come outside and fight me. And I didn't want to go outside. I was with her. I'm all scared. I'm like, go fight a dope addict outside. I don't know if he's
they got nothing to lose.
Yeah. And I had nothing to lose either at the time. But I'm like, I'm like, I'm staying in here. She's like, you afraid of him? She's all fucked up on this shit.
She's encouraging you.
Right.
I mean, that's how you show loyalty in a drug-fueled relationship.
Yeah.
Well, you fight for me.
You fight for me. And to be fair, I want the viewers to know the father had the child that weekend that she was shooting up.
The kid wasn't there. That's good.
She was borrowing money from me. I still stayed with her after that. It was a few weeks. She hit me with you didn't say we're officially dating. This is before she moved in. So I quit talking to her. I messed around with her a little. And then what do? I let the girl move in with me.
Buddy.
And then I find Suboxones. She says she's buying them for that dude again. Borrowing money off me. Well, to be fair, I ate all their son's little fruit snacks and stuff. I was binging out.
Hey, listen, in the realm of what is going on in that household, I think eating some candy in the cupboard is not that bad.
Yeah.
You know, when she's bringing drugs into the house and you're like, sorry, babe, I ate all the Welches.
Yeah.
Call me an asshole. And she's just shooting up. She's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
dude.
I had a few in there. I had one. I didn't really date a lot in Ohio, to be honest with you, man. I don't know. I was kind of doing my own thing. I worked so much, dude. I didn't have time for a relationship. I worked like 7 days a week. I always had like 2 jobs. I'd clean nights and weekends, and I'd work detailing all day. Blew the money on cars. I've dated here and there, nothing long term. I've always been kind of a scumbag. I've always had 2 or 3 girlfriends, but nothing serious.
Okay.
You know.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah, I had 1 or 2 serious ones in my life. Probably 3 total serious ones.
Yeah. Are you single now or are you dating someone?
I'm single now, and to be honest with you, man, I'm never really single anymore. And I'm like, I might just have to hold this one out.
Hey, man, it sounds like it's a good thing. It sounds like it might be nice, dude. Do a little soul searching.
Yeah, figure out what I need. I want to get my career right.
Yeah.
This way I get a girl coming in at the right time in my life when I could just show her the money but not give it to her.
Yeah. You
right
show
now,
her
yeah.
show her the bank account.
You just hold it up, but you don't give it to him.
Oh, it's all cash.
Yeah. All cash.
Carrot and a stick, dude. It's like a dog chasing a bone.
You just hold, yeah. You just go, you just keep pulling it out. What do you want, water? Okay, well, I don't want to break this. This is 100. That's the secret. You keep hundreds. I don't want to break it.
Oh, dude.
A girl will be like, he took me out all day.
Yeah, no, you know what you need? I think you need to realize, dude, that you have a lot of self-worth.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, dude. You have this self-worth. Because I remember you told me a story about the girl stealing the sushi from you, the girl fucking moving in.
Right.
And taking, you got to not let people take advantage of you, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm done.
You got a lot to offer.
I'm better at saying no now. I just go, no, I don't want to do that.
That's great.
You know.
That's great. Dude, I mean, it's tough. It is tough, dude. I mean, the amount of things that I've done that I have no interest in doing because a girl is hot and I'm just like, sure, let's do it. I want them to be happy.
Yeah, you're sitting there with a fake smile. Huh.
Dude, a couple weeks ago, I went on a date with a girl to the Museum of Natural History. It ended up being fun. But do I want to spend a Saturday afternoon at a museum? No.
Right.
She was hot, and I was like, I'm in. I'd love to go to the museum with you.
And honestly, some of these dates now, I'm like, all right, I started a date. I should have just ended it right there. So I got a guy, owns a nice Italian restaurant on 46. I know him. I had the whole thing set up. We're going to go eat there, get Italian food. Of course, the dude's giving me a hookup. It's my buddy, you know. I'm taking her there for a reason. We're getting great Italian food for the hookup. Gonna be a fun time. Right in my neighborhood. Bada bing, bada boom. So I pick her up. She has me walk all the way to her. We're supposed to meet in my neighborhood. The restaurant's right by my house.
Yeah, why would you go pick her up and then come all the way back to the restaurant?
Right.
Let's meet at the restaurant.
Has me come all the way upstairs, talk to her doorman in her welfare building, right? I know the building. It's a welfare building. It's like, I don't know what you're showing off here, right? The fact that you got subsidized income or something. Oh, my God. So either way, I do it. Clear all the way. I'm all the way down 5 avenues, 20 streets up. And then she goes, okay, let's go walk over to the restaurant where I just was.
Yeah.
I play it cool. And I go, okay, we'll do that. We start to get there. We're about 3 blocks away. She goes, I'm not in the mood for Italian. I go, well, this is a great Italian place. No, it's too hot for Italian. Hold on, let's try this place. I know a place. Most expensive sushi place in New York.
Oh,
I'm like,
buddy.
Of course you know this place. Everybody knows this place. I go, but I wasn't thinking sushi today. And I was like, this is like a restaurant you go to for a special occasion.
Yeah.
I straight up told her that. She's like, no, it's good. We don't got to order a lot. I'm about quality. We go there, it's closed. So she goes, oh, let's go to another spot. I know this place. It's a bar. They have bar food, right?
Oh, come on.
We get there, and she's asking the guy for macaroni and sauce. Would she eat some bullshit pasta bar with chicken? They cut nuggets up and put it on it.
Oh, come on.
It's like $24, and then she's ordering 3 drinks at a time. I'm like, she's like, let me get a shot of this and a shot of this and that. I'm like, okay, 2 drinks is a push. And I had the Italian restaurant set up. I should have just said, you know what? We're not doing this.
Yeah.
Should have walked away and went and ate the Italian food. I'm at a bar. Would I get some tacos for $24?
That's crazy.
$11 Guinness. She knew nobody there. She's like, I know the bartender. She walks in. How you doing? They go, can I help you? It's like, who are you trying to fool here?
That's crazy, man. Yeah, you got to stand up for yourself. You got to be like, no, I have this planned.
Yeah.
Also, you should have just been like, hey, I'll meet you at the restaurant.
Right.
That's the first step.
Now I'm getting better. Girls always try, oh, you're one of those. Girls love to also push this whole thing with calling guys sissies all the time. You ever hear it?
Where are you finding these people,
Dude.
bud? Where are you finding these girls who are calling you a sissy?
No, not me in general, but I know girls. I work with girls, actors sometimes, and I hear the way they talk about their boyfriend on set. They'll be like, do you think he's gay? He texted me hi with 2 eyes. Is he gay? It's
God.
like, is this the standard now?
Oh, buddy.
My boyfriend likes to kiss too much. I think he's gay. It's like everything goes to, is he gay now? This girl was telling me, you don't want to walk there? She's like, okay, you're one of those. Are you a sensitive type? I'm like, no, I have common sense.
Yeah,
it's
I have bad cardio.
Out. Yeah.
If anything, it makes me more of a man.
Right. I smoke cigars, toots.
I got bad genes, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. You don't want to see me sweat on the first date. That's a nightmare.
I showed up, her eyes swollen shut.
No.
Yeah. She's like, it's a sty, trust me.
Oh, dude.
I'm like, I don't know if this is a sty. You know how contagious those are? Honestly, they're contagious. We're halfway on the date, and I didn't really bring it up right away. She just goes, oh, life happens as soon as I seen it. So I let it go. I'm like, all right, life happens. I'm thinking this girl got punched in the eye, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Right? Who knows? I'm thinking she'll tell me. So we're at the bar, and I don't know, somehow kind of I found my window to bring it up.
Yep.
So I'm like, so is that what, also, is that like what happened? She's telling me about abusive ex-boyfriend. She goes, oh, no, this is a sty. And I'm like, what? I go, like, honestly, you know how contagious these are? Like, at this point, I was wishing somebody punched her in the eye. I was like, you actually deserved a backhand for that one. Not that I would never, ever, but I'm just saying, now I'm going to have a sty in my eye.
That's crazy, dude.
I didn't have one. Luckily I didn't have a sty, but
dude, you gotta, oh my God, dude.
Swollen shut.
You gotta have higher standards for yourself with this.
She didn't even wash the milk or the whatever that is out. It's all crusted up.
Oh, come on, man.
She's like, I've been putting vitamin E on it. That's what she said.
It's all shiny.
Yeah,
glossy.
yeah. She was cracking vitamin E pills open, dumping them in her eye.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
No.
She's like,
It's like, you come back and massage it for me?
She was like, it's so cooling.
Ew. Dude, come on, dude.
Yeah, I had her do one for me. I was like, maybe, I don't know, vitamin E might help your eyes. She cracked one through it in my eye.
Oh.
My shit was all it was just all uncomfortable for 3 days.
Oh, my God. How many dates did you go on with this lady?
2. The third one, I couldn't afford it. First date, went through about $300. I'm not even lying to you.
It's nuts.
Second date, probably a cold $200 the next day. And I was blowing money.
The next day? You went back-to-back days?
$200. Another date. Hey, I hit her up. She hit me up, whatever. We were vibing. She played it cool. She was really feeling me first date. Didn't kiss me, though. But she's all, touching me and hugging me and sitting on my lap. And I'm kind of kissing her neck. I feel like we're vibing.
Yeah.
No lip kiss. Second date. $200 spent. Bought her a little nicotine vape, went around, but You know, some shit like that. She almost talked me into getting her glasses from Walgreens.
Dude.
Yeah, she's like, no, they might have. I think they got the 125s. I lost mine. I'm like, dude, if I buy you glasses, you better see me again. Like, you know, saying I get, you know, whatever. We're looking for glasses for 20 minutes. And it's always about content. She's trying to make content. That'd be good content. Everything. I'm like, what's the joke here? You know, no, me buying glasses. And you're frustrated. I'm like, this is real life.
Yeah,
shit.
I am frustrated.
I spent $200.
Dude, I'm getting furious. You just telling me the story.
So she wants to hang out on my roof. It's 4th of July's the next day. So we go hang out on my roof to see the fireworks because we were going to go to a place and the ticket's X amount of dollars. And I send her the link. We're going to go do a boat ride with the tickets, like $100, Circle Line. And I sent her the link. She goes, oh, do you mind if we do something on the cheap end? I had a lot of bills come out. I was like, well, we could go to a rooftop or something. So we go to a rooftop, 200 on the bar. We leave. We're at CVS, whatever. She's like, where are we going to watch fireworks? I'm like, well, look, we're looking up places for free to watch fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm like, we can just go to my roof. The first suggestion I made, which she said no to, I was like, let's go to my roof and just get a bottle. But she wanted to go to a bar. So 200 we went through. Now we're going to my room and we're getting a bottle.
Yeah.
So we do that. We show up at my roof. I got a nice view. It's free. We got a party going on. I got a few friends over. She wanted to invite people. The vibe's great. People from downstairs. I'm loving it. There's maybe 2 or 3 buildings in the way of the fireworks. And I live right on the west side. They're shooting them off right on the west side. You can't even get any close. 3 avenues away. She's complaining about the 3 buildings in the way.
Dude.
She's like, oh, I know next year, get the ticket. Oh, sorry, can't see that. There's a skyscraper in the way. I'm like, yeah, you're complaining about the fireworks from the gorgeous New York view blocking it.
Oh,
you got
my
fireworks
God.
over Manhattan. Every girl would be stoked for what I brought you.
Dude, this is trouble, man.
Unappreciative. 3rd date, she goes, what are we doing today? I was like, you can come over to my place. I was like, I spent $500 in 2 days. She's like, why is it got to be about money? She's like, what are we going to do at your place? I'm like, we can watch a movie. She goes, I'm not free. You got to take me to the movies. I said, I can't afford you. We're done.
Wow.
That was it.
That is crazy. You're dating the wrong type of people, man.
Yeah, you know, now I got this rule. I talked to my buddy. He goes, listen, stick with the free date because easy out. Hey, if you don't want to do that, fine with me. I don't want to invest in even a cup of coffee with somebody I don't like.
You go to first date should be 1, 2, maybe 3 drinks each.
A walk in the park.
I mean, it's tough. Someone who agrees to a walk in the park is, I don't know. Not that you don't want to find someone who's all about the money. You know, that's a bad look. Because that's trouble, dude. I've gone out with people who are all about. I went out with this girl when I first moved here. Okay, and I remember dating in Boston. You would go out, and it was not that expensive. I would come here. You go to a second bar, a third bar. You're spending $300 on a first date.
I don't think a bar is a good way for the date, the first date.
No?
You're going to get to know the person that they're not. This is how you remind me. That's who you're going to get to know. You're going to think, okay, girl has a couple of drinks. She starts mouthing off about work. And you know something else? Your podcast ain't shit. It's because she's hurting inside. You don't know what
but then dude, that's one date and you're like, hey, I'm good.
Get her drunk first.
No, not drunk, but like,
come out.
You know, a drink or two and then, you know, a second date maybe a couple days later. And next week you get drinks again, maybe some appetizers. Hey, a little hungry? Let's get some food. And then third date, if you really like her, you go maybe a light dinner, a light meal, some type of meal. My
buddy, he's a recovering addict, and his whole thing was, he was like, I can't stand going on dates and people hide who they really are. Like, they'll tell you, oh, I don't. I mean, the dude, I don't know how to judge him. I mean, I guess I do not. He always got girls. Anywhere we went, the dude girls would just give them their number. I was always jealous of the kid. Everywhere. They'd be, oh, my friend really likes you. Always. He's just one of those dudes, got the hair, tall, fit dude, just all the good genetics, and Either way, so he gets girls coming to him a lot, and he goes, they always lie for me. They'll be like, oh, I don't do anything. He's extremely straight arrow. He's like, I can't even have a cup of coffee.
Does he talk? Is he honest about that up front? Like, hey, I don't.
AA, sober, not even coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's what I've heard is like when people get sober, they pick up the coffee vice, coffee and cigarettes. It's like that's what they live on.
Yeah,
that nicotine, that caffeine.
I'm sure he got another. His addiction now is probably the gym. Honestly,
not a bad addiction to have. Dad.
Everybody gets him all the. He's still fucked in the head, still addicted. Yeah, I want everybody to be clear. The problem's not fixed with him. He's still got a problem.
That's that. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. You see that movie where Russell Brand's character? He's like, she's like. You went from doing heroin to yoga 9 hours a day. It's just a different addiction.
Yeah, he's got that going on. So, but he always says girls will be like, oh, I'm sober. Then he finds out that they actually drink 4 or 5 nights a week. They smoke cigarettes. They get high.
I meant heroin. Yeah. I don't do heroin anymore.
They're popping pills. So he said what he does is he offers girls drugs first thing on the date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a risky move, dude.
Yeah, and then when he finds out that they're like, no, I don't do that.
Dude, our dating lives are so vastly different.
He told me a girl called the cops on him.
For offering drugs.
Because he thought for sure she was on coke. I guess she just had allergies. She kept rubbing her nose.
Oh, my God. Dude.
So, yeah, he's like, I guess he went and he put a little bit of, he brings that fake drugs with him or whatever. He acts like he has it or... I don't know, but he told her. He's like, yeah, I told her. He goes, hey, you want to do some blow? I got a guy. I'll call him right now.
That is so elaborate. Yeah. That is so elaborate and unnecessary. Buddy. Yeah. I've never been in a situation where I'm like, I wonder if this girl's a drug addict. Let me pretend I'm a drug addict to really suss out her personality.
I guess if you meet a lot of people, you spend your money, and that's like after the 5th time, it's like this girl's a drunk or this girl, she actually does do it. Yeah, she stayed there and held the person there till the cops came at Applebee's and everything. He was like, no, he's like, I just did that to see if she was on it.
Everything about this is insane. Right. So he brought a first date to Applebee's.
Applebee's. This is Ohio.
Just so guys, we're painting the picture here. First date, Applebee's. Brings fake cocaine to be like, it sounds like To Catch a Predator, but he's just trying to catch drug addicts. Dude.
Yeah, catching addicts. That's a good show.
Dude. This is just a show.
That's a good show.
That's happening. To Catch a Drug Addict.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not on drugs. I thought she was 14.
Yeah, they're like, the cops come. They're like, hey, good news, bad news. The drugs are fake, but she's also 16 years old. Yeah. So you're going to jail for something.
Yeah. No, dude,
we just split a 3-tier appetizer at Applebee's.
Yeah. Now, do I leave the tip or?
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, catch an addict. He's got a good show, and he said 9 times out of 10 they bite.
Wow.
Yep,
that's crazy.
Like, every girl, even girls, were like, "I'll try it. I never did it before, but I'll do it."
Wow.
Yep.
That is concerning. I think you might be on the wrong apps. Because I've never come across women on dating apps who are acting this way. I have had the situation where people are all about. I think a red flag for me. I think maybe your red flags are a lot lower. You're blowing past a lot of red flags.
Well, no, this was him, and he doesn't do the apps. So I don't know what the apps work. He does the samples at the mall.
It's called the OTB. Yeah, that's the dating apps of Ohio. Yeah, I went down to the OTB.
No, this dude's a free sample guy, Sharkua Japan.
Oh, just giving out free.
Well, he was. He's not anymore. Yeah.
Here's a little pork fried rice, and can I have your number?
Hey, listen.
Wow.
How do you feel about dope?
They're like, what? I just want to get some food.
Honestly, I think the best type of girlfriends are like from Ohio, though. That's where I want to settle down. The problem isn't the apps. The problem is I'm in New York, where all the psychos are. Dude, if I go back to Ohio, every girl's kind of normal. You'll meet a girl over there. They just tell you about their parrot. They'll be like, it's a cockatiel. The difference is they talk, and they're just, they're just happy people.
Yeah. What I find in New York is, going on dates with people who are very political. Very political, which isn't,
That's because of
everyone
your
has
looks. They're getting political. Because they know what side you're on.
Dude,
they just want to hear you say it.
I said, dude, I went on a date with this girl, and I could tell she was sussing me out. I don't like to talk politics, you know, but she's sussing me out. She goes, this is the third date. This is at the Museum of Natural History. Okay.
Oh man,
we're walking around to the exhibits. I'm like,
bad dating choice for our
super
agenda.
Cool, very nice. And she goes, "What's your take on global warming?" And I go, "My take on I go, "I don't know. It's bad." And she was like, went on this fucking rant about global warming is going to destroy the world and blah, blah. And I was like, Sure, okay, yeah, no, I agree. And that made me think. I said I'm trying this, not to do a bit, but I've been trying this bit on stage. I've done it like twice. Real nervous to do it. And I said, the hardest part about dating in New York as a straight white guy is that you got to go on these dates and pretend you don't like Trump. It's fucking tough, dude.
Yeah.
You know how many dudes are sitting across the city right now pretending, being like, no, I agree. He's absolutely an existential threat to democracy. I agree with you.
I got a question though. What are you doing on the date that the girl's bringing up global warming?
I don't know, dude.
Most of the time, my dates, I'm I got them laughing.
Yeah, I'm just talking.
Crack the jokes.
Talking about fracking, and you know, I'm like, dude, I love a good fracker, and they're like, what?
Yeah, let me listen to this quote Elon Musk just said.
Dude, I one time made the mistake of bringing up Joe Rogan on like a Zoom date. Well, she was like, I fucking hate Joe Rogan. And I was like, well. Have you ever I'm not a huge like listener of the pod, but I'm like, I mean, across the, it's kind of interesting that one dude who's a comedian brings on all these different people from comics to scientists. It's kind of a wealth of information you can get. And she's like, yeah, he's a fucking idiot. And I was like, all right, well, we disagree on that, but
I guarantee if she couldn't come up with a reason why.
No, I was like, have you ever listened? She was like, I don't want to talk about this. I was like, I'm just asking. You brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the facts, man.
But I intentionally don't get too political because people want you to be like, I've gone on dates with girls and I'm not very political. I'm very like in the middle, which is a red flag apparently. If you tell people if you're not at protests every weekend, they're like, you must be a Republican. And you're like, no, I just like brunch. Sorry.
Right. Well, some people that really love that stuff, I don't know. Like my father doesn't follow it at all. My mother loves it. They get along great. I mean, but sometimes I'm on a date with a girl and that girl did homework about global warming. Like if you're asking me about like.
How old are the girls that you're going on dates with where they're doing homework?
Dude, well, no, like, you get these girls that want to, like, impress you sometimes.
Oh, yeah, she's doing her own research.
Or she's, like, asking you to sound smart. Like, they're asking you questions about modern art or something. Like, what's your favorite artist? Or, and I'll be like, oh, well, I'll make shit up on a date, for real. I'll be like, I'm into, I think it's Arkansas, I always mess up his last name, Levenstinger, and he's a famous Whittlesman. He's a Dutchman. And dude, I just tell him, oh yeah, serious.
He's great. I love his work.
You'll find out the girl's lying real quick. Oh, I've heard of him. I don't know the details. I'll be like, yeah, he actually whittles horse saddles. I'll just be going all day.
That's the name of the episode, Whittling Horse Saddles.
Yeah, he's a Whittlesman.
He's a Whittlesman. Dude, it is, you gotta, I don't lie on dates at all. Like I've gone on enough dates where I think it's important to be your absolute truest self. You put on. I think everyone puts on your best personality on a first date. But like, dude, I've been. What do you get out of pretending to be someone else? Right. Nothing, dude. Like, what you gonna pretend to be someone for a few dates and then like reveal who you really are, and you guys are not compatible? What's the end goal? You're gonna date this person for years, maybe get married, and be like, by the way. I am a vegetarian. I've been eating meat this whole time just to appease you. Like
people do it though. People lie. You get lonely enough, you'll start lying. You really will. You'll start you'll be like, you know what? The left's got a fucking point. You find that one right girl.
I show up. They're like, "Where were you on January 6th?" I was like, "I was at home. I swear."
Yeah, I was with Abby.
Dude, we have a friend who was gonna go to the Capitol on January 6th and his ride fell through.
Get out!
I swear, yeah, dude. There's a couple comics who have talked about it. I think they're very quiet about it now.
Thank God they didn't.
I know.
They're hitting them with the book, man.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Some of these dudes are like going to prison.
And that goes back to dating. Some of those dudes just did it for a girl.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, this will get me out of the friend zone. Now they're doing 30 years. And what's the girl doing?
Standing on the steps waving the American flag. Now they're in prison.
The girl's not even responding no more. He's weird.
Yeah, dude. Crazy, man. But
30 years in the pen.
Can you imagine going to jail and like having you know, hey, what are you in for? And they're like, fucking rape, murder.
Right.
They're like, what are you in for? Yeah, trespassing.
Now, do you think you get prison respect, or you think you're still getting clapped in there?
Oh, I think big time you're getting...
they're taking the cheeks,
there's no respect.
clapping.
Yeah, because they're like, what did you do before this? And you're like, no, I was an accountant.
Oh, yeah.
I was...
That's true, too.
Yeah.
You try to overthrow... Because you think they'd like when you try to overthrow the government.
Maybe.
You know, you got to try to gas up the story. Like, people always beat around the bush. They don't want to tell you the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, but mine was different, though. No, because I had a knife on me, so they really hit me with it.
Yeah, yeah. That's I was just watching this show about the cops in Baltimore. It's with the actor is what's his name? The dude who is in John Barenthal.
Okay.
He plays like the main cop. It's based on a true story of these like super corrupt cops in Baltimore.
Oh, that's
and they all like ended up going to prison. They all like ratted on each other, but they were a drug unit where they were just stealing so much money and stealing drugs from criminals. And instead of putting them, they would like book a gun. You know, they would get the guns off the street, but then they would take the drugs and then they would resell them. They would sell them to dealers. They would keep the cash. Dude, they were keeping like hundreds of thousands of dollars. They would just do regular like stops. And then they would just be like, pull someone out and then take their wallet out, take like $100 out of their wallet, pocket it.
Like the 7.5.
Yeah, what is that?
The 7.5's probably it's another one about New York. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, that dude, one dude who went to prison. He's out now.
Mike
Dude,
something.
We should get him on the pod.
He looks like Mateo Pascal. Could we get him on?
I bet. I
Dude,
bet
let's
he
get
would
him
do
on.
it. I would hit him
If
up.
we can't get him, let's get Mateo because he looks like him a little.
And just be like, hey, do some research.
Yeah, tell the story about you and all those people you robbed. Yeah, my buddy growing up, man, he had a fake weed plant on him. He did 30 days in jail. We knew the kid. He never smoked weed or anything. He was trying to be a truck driver, lost his license and everything. Wow. Yep, 17.
Damn.
And I don't know, maybe it was somebody dropped it in there that he was hanging with he didn't know about, but he never smoked. Real straight arrow kid.
Damn. Yeah, the other thing that was interesting, like drop guns. Have you ever heard of drop guns?
No.
I don't know. It's not like very common, but like corrupt cops will carry a gun in case like some shit goes down, like there's a shooting and they're like, I saw a gun, but there's no gun. A drop gun is like they throw it on the ground and it doesn't trace back to anybody. And they're like, oh yeah, we found it. We found a drop. They were doing that fucking in the show.
You know, apparently. It's crazy. In New York, like they worry about some big fish. Like when you go out to certain nightclubs and stuff and, like, going out in the scene a little, the nightclub, the night vibe. I used to be in it a little. You start to notice people, and I noticed, like, just talking to people in general, you never know who's who. Like, I met a friend one time at a bar. You'd never know the dude was an undercover. Looked like a damn dog walker, like loser, just chilling at the bar. But I bet you they're just trying to piece together shit. Like, let me see what we got going on. What's this guy doing?
Oh, for sure. Especially in those kind of scenes when you go, like, clubs, strip clubs, nightclubs, they're big, like drug money.
Right.
They're not, dude, you think you can rent out a nightclub and not have some other income coming in?
New York.
Own a nightclub? You think you're making that on vodka sodas?
Right.
All night? No, it's fucking drugs. It's, prostitution. All that kind of stuff is floating around.
Yeah.
So I definitely think people are out there, undercovers and doing that. That's interesting, man.
Run it up. Yeah, I met a dude. He was just chilling there, my size, just an undercover looking dog walker dude. We just started talking, and he let me know. He ended up talking to me.
Sounds like a terrible undercover cop.
Yeah. Well, I seen him there a few times.
Meeting a dude for the first time. He's like, by the way, I'm undercover here.
You know what's funny? There was a dude. This was like over by 4th Street or whatever. But there was a dude that was in there too that was like you could tell something was up. Like I was like, man, I almost want to stick around and kind of be like the third undercover here, like and see what's going on. Because I seen him like watching a dude, and the dude looked like he had extra money going around, and I'm like, I bet I don't know if it's like this anymore, but I feel like every nightclub has like a drug dealer in it, and it's like that's their spot.
Yeah.
That's where they post up.
Yeah, dude, you're trying to become a cop, like applying a Wendy's. You're like,
Yeah.
Hey, you guys need a third here?
I'm just sitting in the back. I was like, some shit might go down.
Oh, that's wild.
Let me see what's up.
Dude, there is that. That is the coolest part about the city. It's good and bad, but when shit goes down, I always am like, let's fucking watch what's happening. Let's see what's going on.
And you got to be careful, though, especially around Times Square, man, because, cats get nuts out there.
Oh, I bet.
I don't really watch around Times Square because somebody might pull a gun out.
You'd be like, hey, what are you looking at? And the cops are like, okay, you're good to go. And then they follow you.
I had one time I had a dude kind of chase me down. He just singled me out in Times Square out of nowhere. And the city's slammed with people. I mean, it's like packed Friday night. And I'm like, yo, man, leave me alone. And I'm trying to get around a cab. It's like some prison shit. Like the dude, I didn't see a weapon way bigger than me. He just had it out for me. And we're running around a cab. Nobody's helping me. I'm like, yo, I think this dude's trying to jump me. Yo, somebody help. And then finally, actually, one of my friends is out there. I know one of the ticket sellers. And he's like, yo, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He goes, yo, man, leave him alone.
Wow.
And that was like that. But I was like, dude, with 1,000 people, I'm about to get fucked up.
That's crazy.
No cops were around then.
No.
Big dude, too.
That's nuts. He just saw you and was like,
He singled me out. People tell me it's because I wear a lot of Perry Ellis. I'm like, dude, that's all TJ Maxx shit.
Perry Ellis,
yeah,
dude.
It's like it looks like you got money, but people don't know it was $17.
I mean, dude, that shirt around, that's a nice shirt.
Yeah, $17.
I'd see that and I'd be like, that guy's got at least $1,000 in his pocket.
$17, got the fake Ray-Bans.
You put a chain on that T-shirt.
Dude. Yeah.
I would be like, he's definitely involved in some type of human trafficking.
That's why I don't wear chains. Too much human trafficking stuff.
I'd be like, yeah, he's got a too much cologne, maybe driving an Uber, and working with some illegal ladies.
I won't rock the chain just to get robbed. Even my watch, I didn't wear my watch forever. The reason I quit wearing my watch is because I was like, it always draws attention, altercation. Yeah. And dude, the night I got in a scrap, I had my watch on. And I'm like, I think it was like, and the thing is, it's a cheap $50 watch, but I guess people just think you have money when you have shit.
You got to be careful in New York, dude, especially if you're walking around and you have I think there's a difference. If you walk around and you have money, I don't think people mess with you. But if it's like you look like you don't maybe have money, but you got money on you, then people will come and I've never had any, knock on wood, trouble in New York with people messing with me. But I made definitely decisions to be like, I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing this watch to go where I'm going. Right. I'm not wearing these sneakers. Dude, we have friends who will wear $1,000 sneakers, Jordans. And I'm like, you're going to get jumped.
Yeah.
You're going to be walking home barefoot.
It happens easy.
Dude, you got any more? We're over an hour,
that's
man.
it. Let's do it, man.
All right, dude. You want to wrap it up? Tell the people where they can find you.
Guys, you can find me everything at Dominic Leonelli, and I have another podcast with 75 episodes on called Dry Salami Podcast. So that's it's gonna be funny. It's on YouTube, Dry Salami Podcast.
Hell yeah, dude. This is our 150th episode.
Man, that's what's up. I'm halfway there with mine. Congratulations.
Yeah, 150.
Man, I made the $150, huh?
Yeah, dude, 150. And you can find me at Dylan Krasinski on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and at Troublemakers on all those sites. We post clips a few times a week. Go follow Dom, and we'll see you next week, baby. Good night.